Okay, welcome back. I gotta say, Jonah, you're one of my only guests so far that actually does outros. It doesn't leave it to me to do intros and outros, so that's cool. If you want to do an intro, it's
Welcome
an outro
back.
at some point. Yeah, there you go.
Welcome back, gamers.
Welcome back,
Killing
gamers,
Brazilians.
Video J.
The Game Zone. We're playing the most appealing, pretty video game ever made. Call of Duty Ghosts.
It's my favorite Call of Duty.
Well, it's clearly the sexiest Call of Duty.
Ah, yeah, best graphics.
Smile. Anyway,
First Call of Duty game, all you play is a female.
really, you get to play as a girl in this one?
Multiplayer, I believe.
Yeah, you get a...
Anyway, so I'm finishing the baseball story from last time. So we upset Ben B's team. They had to play an elimination game because it was double elimination playoffs, and they fucking lost that game. I was there. I remember sitting on the grass, dying of allergy attacks. At the North Acres field by the highway.
Oh, yeah,
And
that was the one
their
where...
coach
Yeah.
had a fucking hissy fit. He cussed out an ump in front of everyone's parents.
Yeah,
It was
I remember
absolutely iconic.
It was hilarious.
Something I forgot to mention about our team. Jonah's dad was actually the head coach.
No, JD's dad was, but my dad...
Your dad is the
became
assistant.
he became the head coach because JD's dad never really went...
Then one
Coach never shows
one
up
more
to
thing for the JD
practice.
Penis story. One time we went to Dick's Drive-In after one of the games, and Jonah's dad was giving me a ride home. You probably remember this. It's so funny. Jonah's dad's super funny. We literally get in the car. I thought we were leaving, but I was sitting in the passenger seat. You know where this is going?
Yeah.
And I buckle my seatbelt, Max. And Jonah's dad gives me this look like, "What are you buckling your seatbelt for?" He's like, "We're gonna eat here," and I was like, he's like, "You gotta strap in to eat a cheeseburger." And I was like, "Damn, dude." Anyway, Max, you want to tell your baseball story before we transition off of baseball?
So I had the same coach for like 4 years in a row who I hated.
You played from like 6 to 10 or so?
Like even longer, like
Oh,
I was
okay.
some kid pitch and stuff like that.
Yeah. Kid pitch for us started at 9.
Yeah, but like I remember I was like older.
Did you have the machine pitch year?
No,
Okay, that's the scary one. We never had that one
Yeah.
either.
this is like I stopped playing when I was like around 13ish.
Okay.
And it's because of this fucking... I didn't want to play anymore because this guy, like, every year would choose me on his team. Instead of anyone else on the team, we'd have, like, the worst players, and it was me. Cause instead of choosing better players, he would choose me as his, like, first pick every year.
One year
Because I could hit... So every year, he put in, like, the left or right outfield, and or bench, and I'd be like...
You'd be a designated
and I was
hitter, as
fourth
they call
hitter.
it. Yeah. The most important one.
And I hit I one time we're at the one where the highway is.
Yeah.
North
I hit it
right?
over the fence there, like
Wow.
insanely hard over the fence. And the other team, the ump said it didn't count. And
He must be talking about a different field then, because North Acres didn't have fences. But there was
not a
those...
fence. It's like over to like the separator thing.
Oh, okay.
Like I hit it like extremely far.
And the umpire said
Like,
it didn't count.
it
Did he
didn't
call it a foul
count.
ball, or
We called it a foul, and I struck out when I wanted to like strangle someone. And did it help that the coach wouldn't call me my fucking name? He would only call me Chunk. And I hated it. I hated it.
That's so
I kept
weird.
on calling me He kept
That
on
is like
calling
a-
me Chunk.
That is like a weird baseball coach, like boomer thing.
And it's
Yeah,
like,
it is.
Totally.
please call me Max.
Just call me
Well,
Max, man.
my last name is Ramsey, and so I was called Ramsey by coaches pretty much always. When I played football, when I played baseball, it was pretty mixed.
But
although-
still, watching like half my team like always strike out because it never hit the ball, not even like foul ball because they're like really bad. We would like cry. It was never fun because
Yeah.
like I'm like 13 and I'm like
So, yeah,
I can hit good, but most of the times when we played, even though I was like fourth to bat, I wouldn't be able to go up to bat until like after the first round because they'd all three of
After
them
the
would get
first
out.
innings, they'd all get out. So Jonah was a career number 2 hitter. Jonah was a career
Yes.
bunter. He was a big fan of the bunt.
I love bunting. I was very good at it.
Something I will say about Jonah that he knows is true is that you were not that fast for the batting order spot you usually were in.
Yeah,
I'd
no,
say.
I wasn't
You were
as
not a
fast
very
as
good
I
runner.
should
I wasn't fast either, though. I'm a big guy. I'm not very fast.
But I could get on base.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I was slow as shit.
So I was gonna. There was one more baseball related thing I was gonna say. When Max was talking about how his team was bad, that reminded me. There was a year I coached with Jonah's dad. It was the year I finished playing kid pitch. I played select baseball that year when I was 14, and I coached Jonah's team of 12-year-olds.
Yes.
So I was 14 and I was coaching 12-year-olds, but I knew a lot about. I was a very knowledgeable baseball player, so it was fine. But our team was so bad. Holy shit!
Yeah, that year.
Yeah.
Well, no, that year was.
I did know
We had the black uniforms.
Oh, that was.
We were garbage.
Yeah,
that
no,
was,
yeah,
that was
was
the. I was a
garbage.
coach.
Yeah, that's right. I thought you were. That was the year that I was with.
I had a year.
Chris.
I had a year.
My dad and Chris were the coaches.
No, that was your dad and Yoshi.
Oh yeah.
That guy
yeah.
Yoshi, nicest guy, one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Yeah.
Old Japanese dudes are so nice.
Old Japanese.
Where's
I've
the
known Yoshi
number?
since I was.
He's such a
He's
nice
very
guy, super nice guy.
So Ben,
Then-
Ben, you know, there's like the normal leagues.
Yeah.
There's another league that I did for a year just to try out,
Uh-huh.
and it was horrendous.
Is it like Try Hard League?
No, it was like baby league.
Oh.
It made our like the thing we were doing like look like we were like trying hard and like insane. No one like cared. Scores weren't kept.
Wow.
No scores were kept.
That kind of sucks.
No, because like every game I played, like I would like people would not like I would just like get outs and stuff like that, but like, I would just hit and just go crazy hitting.
Because everyone was garbage.
They were horrible.
It's super weird. They had like a gold and a silver division or something.
I don't know.
That's
It's just
super
weird.
weird.
It was like a smaller league. Like
We
a
weren't in
small
that league with you, so we don't know much about that.
I was in it for a year, and I was like, go back to normal.
You were in like the other major baseball organization. We were in like the one that was just called like Little League, and you were in like the Pony League or whatever.
Yeah.
Because we played in like the traditional Little League and with
Your
all
neighborhood little league.
a bunch of other little leagues we played against, and on Saturdays we played. Anyway, the last story I was gonna tell was another great Jonas dad story. This story sounds like I'm like jerking myself off, it's good Jonas here to corroborate it. So there's this one game we played that year that we went on the year that I was describing earlier, where I gave up that meatball hit to Ben B. We went on a run and we won the championship despite being like the shittiest team.
Yeah.
And we were not a very good team. That's
were.
definitely
But
not
in the
true.
playoffs, we came
Oh,
through.
hi there, fella.
You remember
Holy
Gus?
shit. Yeah, I remember him.
Gus balled.
I never saw any of him after baseball for sure.
Yeah,
but
same.
anyway, Jonah. Where's your dog? Where's Riley?
My dog just got hit out of the way. Oh my god.
He's pushing the knife in. Oh, never mind.
Oh, it's like
He's dead.
Saving Private Ryan.
That's it's scripted.
Anyway,
Scripted, you
Max wrote a review of Saving Private Ryan on Letterboxd. It just says "fuck, man." 5 stars.
It's a great movie.
I've never seen it. I gotta.
Oh,
watch
you
it
haven't?
someday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Great
Anyway,
I had to
opening
watch
scene
it
was
recently again for my college film class. Which
Dope.
was, my college film class had a lot of movies that I didn't watch. I was like, okay.
some classic films. Is that the sound of
No,
it?
because I couldn't fucking pirate them.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't find a place to legally buy them either.
I feel like there was one time where it was like there was a movie I needed to watch for like Spanish or something, and he was like, "Yeah, you have to watch it. You can rent it on Amazon Prime for $2. That's the
Why would
only
they
place you
make
can find it."
Rent a movie.
Yeah, it's super weird, right?
Was it a public school class?
Yeah, it was.
Why would they?
No, yeah, no. What there? You see so many weird movies in public school. Like I swear to God, they find some.
I
weird
watched this
shit
really
to show
weird
you.
We had a
Indian film for no fucking reason.
In
Yeah,
what
we had a-
class?
We had a Tim Allen unit in my freshman
Sixth
year
grade,
of English.
sixth grade
Tim-
in L.A.
Or
a
not
Tim Allen
No,
unit?
Tim Burton. I'm stupid.
Tim Allen, like you watched like Home Improvement and like fucking Last Man Standing.
Stop. I
Let
meant
me
Tim
see
Burton.
some. I watched some good movies. Like I
The
watched. Like,
Santa Claus 3, The Escape Clause.
I love that movie.
When Jack
I had to
Frost
watch
was Santa.
Memento.
Memento. We watched Waking Life, which was that weird ass art movie.
We
Makes,
watched
like, no
Big
sense.
Fish
I-
with Edward Scissorhands.
Okay, this is my.
Oh, you were my birthday, right?
yeah,
We watched Big
yeah.
Fish. Remember? That's
Mhm.
when you saw Big Fish.
That's the second time I saw it. The
Yeah,
first time I saw it.
yeah. So that's when you originally saw it.
I forgot the name of Big Fish, but I've seen that movie.
That movie- I
and
really
was
liked that
trying.
movie.
I was
It was
trying to
good.
remember what it was called, but I had to watch. I watched Citizen Kane. Citizen Kane's not. It was actually pretty entertaining.
I know you're not a fan of The Godfather. You think it's really boring,
God, I
right?
hate Godfather.
It's like
I get flack for that, but like
my dad. Well, you can say it. It's like whatever. My dad is a big fan of The Godfather,
I've
but
only
I
seen
think
the first one.
I think he likes the slow movies, so it's
I
okay.
hate mafia films.
He likes slow mafia movies, so
They're my least favorite. They're boring.
anyway. So what's going on in the story?
So you just rescued your ghost friend, and then their base got overrun, and now you're
Legends
I
never
think- no,
die.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, 12 years earlier.
You know the song, Jonah? Legends Never Die? It's a League of Legends song. Legends never die.
I think this is Rourke and their dad.
League
this
of
is
Legends.
back when
So
they
this
were.
is in the past?
180.
Yes, this
So wait,
12
that guy,
years ago.
that's Rourke?
Yeah, that's the bad guy, Rourke.
Damn,
And
bro,
then-
this is some
yeah.
plot.
Yeah.
Oh fuck,
Well,
dude.
is
We have
plot.
As you fight faceless Brazilians, you know. Anyway, so the last baseball story I was going to tell, this is the one I was like, it's going to sound like I'm jerking myself off, but we had this regular season game where I'm on deck. We're down by 3. I remember this was against Nick's team. That's why I remember it.
What is this?
We were down by
Frazier.
3 in
Ben, can you help me with?
funny texture. What is that actually?
It's part of it's a floating tank part.
This will be graphics in 2013. How does this game actually look for 2013?
Pretty
Good.
good.
We're running
really
it on the
good.
highest settings on this like
For
2020 computer.
2013, this was supposed to showcase next gen graphics.
Yeah.
For
Which
the
is
start of the
current
gen,
gen.
it looks pretty good. This is the Jets, the gen we're currently in. Anyway, we're down. We're in a regular season game. We're down like it was something like 5-2
I just got
or
killed for
something.
being
Yeah.
away from the team.
And were you on one of the bases when this happened?
I was on second.
Okay, so you do remember it then.
Yeah.
So the bases were loaded with 1 out, and one of our better players, Joe, was up to bat, and Jonah's dad. I'm sitting on deck talking to Jonah's dad, and he goes, "Joe's gonna strike out here," and I was like, "What?" He's like, "Why would you say that?" And he's like, "Well, I mean, he's like, Joe's gonna strike out here. It just makes sense." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Well, you see, okay, Ben, so." If you went up to bat there and there was nobody on base, nobody out, you would strike out. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And he's like, no, but like in this situation, we really need you to get a hit. We really need you to get a hit and score some runs. But you're better if the pressure's higher. So Joe's gonna strike out here, and so you can get up there with 2 outs. And I was like, what? And he was like, and then Joe strikes out, and I gave your dad this look like, okay, buddy, like, all right. Literally, I go up to bat. The first pitch, I just crushed it down the left field line. All 3 of the runs on base scored, and we tied the game. And your dad gave me the most smug "I told you so" look I've ever seen in my life. It was so funny. That game, we had the exact same conversation the next time I came up to bat.
Yeah.
Because it was in an extra. We were in an extra inning. It was in the 7th, and we had a runner on third, and that wasn't even a hit. I remember like I hit the ball really hard back at the pitcher, and the ball hit off his glove, like squirted away, and I was safe when we won the game. And your dad was just laughing his ass off at me, and I was like, oh my goodness.
Well, I remember he started calling you Ben RBI.
Right, because
after the one where you drove in 3 runs.
right, those were in the same game, those 2.
Yeah.
We had
One
the
time
same
they tried to make
conversation.
me catcher, and
Oh.
the stuff didn't fit me properly in my
Ca-
face. Like it was like too close to my face. And right then the ball got just thrown right at my head, hit it in this mask swing. In this
Ow.
squash.
Yeah.
Oh.
Catcher was my least favorite position.
Catcher is a position only a select few play.
Yeah.
It's similar with pitcher, but it's a lot easier
What
to
am I
pitch than
doing?
catch. So
Guys,
anyway, why don't you give it a pause, Max? We'll go next time on Ben's play. We didn't tell the penis story yet. Next time we're telling the
We'll
penis
get to
story.
the penis story.